Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to FTD News. And this is a story that, I didn't necessarily want to talk about, but it involves Gabby Petito. It's a name that we probably all are familiar with by now. It's been all over the headlines. But in case you didn't know, if you're not familiar with anything to do with this story, Gabby Petito was an American woman, 22 years old, and she went missing after she went on this van life trip with her fiance, Brian Laundrie, and it was supposed to be a great time, and they were documenting it on social media. It's a big thing now. There's a lot of van life channels and van life social media accounts. It can be very, very exciting for a lot of people. But unfortunately, this one has a very sad end, guys. After she was reported missing and days of searching, her body has been found in Wyoming, and coroner has confirmed that she was indeed killed. This was a homicide. And the strange thing about this is that her fiance, Brian Laundrie, he's nowhere to be found, at all. And he, as you can imagine, is now the prime suspect in this case. But, there is still a big leap when it comes to just somebody being a suspect and them actually being convicted. The system is, innocent until proven guilty. So there's still a lot of loose ends for the police to really clean up first before they can actually move forward with this. First of all, they have to also find him. But in any case, he is the prime suspect for a couple reasons. There's actually this dash cam footage, and I'll play it over while I'm talking, and I'll also show you some snippets of it. But this dash cam footage was released on the Fox 13 news channel on September 16th, and the footage is just under an hour and 20 minutes long. But the footage recorded, although it was released on July 16th, is actually from August 12th of this year, and it was of a traffic stop that happened when Brian Laundrie as well as Gabby Petito were pulled over by police. And in the video, you can see that Gabby Petito, she is in tears, she's crying, and she is describing an incident with her fiance, Brian Laundrie. They were arguing and fighting, and she did admit that she actually slapped him.
Quick question, you said you were hitting him in the arm. Did you grab the steering wheel?
No, I didn't.
You did not touch the steering wheel?
I didn't touch the steering wheel, but only for a second, because I just saw the lights come on, and it was more just you're an idiot,
But did you grab the steering wheel and
no.
swerve or anything like that?
No.
And the officer, honestly, he had some good instincts right here. He didn't detain any of them, but he said that, okay, you guys really just need to be separated, maybe sleep at 2 different hotels for the night. So very, very spot on in his instinct in detecting that something was really happening and they shouldn't really be together, especially in that moment. But from the footage, we can see that the couple did have some issues beforehand. And to top it off, on the same day actually as that traffic stop, there was a caller, an anonymous caller that called 911 and reported that he saw him, Brian Laundrie, hitting Gabby Petito. So you see, there is a history of physical abuse between the both of them. And the second reason, of course, why he is a prime suspect is because he is still missing. And he was the last person that she was seen with. Now, I know what everybody's thinking right now. He did it. He did it. He's guilty of sin. He did it. He's guilty. No two ways about it. He's 100% guilty. He did it. And yeah, although everybody's saying it, he did it. There's still a legal process to follow. And like I mentioned, they have to first find the person. Now, one interesting point is that when she was reported missing, this, of course, went like wildfire all across social media. And there's actually people who took it into their own hands to share tips and possible sightings. And, they were releasing content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter to really help with her being found. And although, it did have a sad ending, unfortunately, she has her life taken away from her. It's very, 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 very sad. It's really inspiring to see that so many people took it into their hands to really help with this case and help her be found. Although the FBI did not say that, these tips that they're getting from people on social media actually led to the finding of Gabby Petito's body, but something tells me that, you know, it had a lot to do with it. And also, these people who are taking matters into their own hands and posting on social media, this may actually lead to the finding and conviction of Brian Laundrie if he is actually the one behind this. And now I say actually the one behind this because there have been some reports, I was checking them out online, and they're even questioning whether or not Brian Laundrie himself is alive. So there is some evidence to indicate that this might have been done by a third party. So there's still quite a bit of mystery surrounding this story, guys. It's still an ongoing case, so we just sort of have to wait to see how things develop from here. One thing for certain is that this case has also opened up a huge can of worms, because in the same state that Gabby Petito was found, around 710 Native Americans were reported missing between the years 2011 up to 2020. And also there was an LGBT couple that were missing. They were reported missing, and their body turned up. They were shot dead and just dumped at a campsite. So there's a whole lot going on in this area, and something tells me that it's just a lot bigger than maybe a domestic dispute. Maybe there are some other parties involved, you know. This is huge, guys. So I don't necessarily know all the facts and information. My instinct is saying that Brian Laundrie, he's the one behind it. But then again, this area is so shady, and with it having a history of missing people and bodies turning up, who knows what else is going on in this area, guys. So either way, rest in peace, Gabby Petito, and my condolences go out to her family. Nothing like this should ever happen. It's very heartbreaking, and I'll do my best, guys, to keep you updated here on FTD News. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.